to the Extra Medium Show.
We're back
with another one.
Yes, sir. Welcome
to the Extra Medium Show. I'm Corey. That's Alex.
I'm
doing
sorry,
it for you.
dude.
And across the room, Shimona. Shaman.
That was good.
I like that introduction.
Yeah, you like it? All right. So things are a little different this week.
Yeah, you might notice we are not on video this week. It's a decision we're gonna make for quality control, I think, going forward.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss the video, let us know and we'll take that into consideration. But
the real reason is Corey just got a really bad haircut, so he doesn't want to be seen.
It's actually the opposite. That's the thing that sucks about not being on videos. Alex can just make patent bold-faced lies, and nobody can know.
I always tell the truth. I'm like, who was the non-liar? Was that George Washington or Abe Lincoln?
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. Yeah.
Honest Abe. And George Washington. Who cut down the cherry tree? Was that Washington?
Yeah.
Do you know how he had wood teeth?
He didn't even do that.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. No, they weren't wood, actually. No, you're right. They weren't wood. They were people's teeth from his slaves. So George Washington's really not that great of a guy.
There's multiple reasons why he's not that great of a guy. But
it's a myth. The wood teeth is a myth. Fun fact.
Dead teeth or alive teeth?
I don't know. That's vastly different.
Can we stop talking about teeth?
Shaman doesn't like teeth. He has like a phobia. Do you know what it's called?
Donophobia.
Donophobia.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fear of abnormal teeth or dentistry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your biggest phobia?
I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Ponder for a second.
I don't like heights. I'm sure that's a phobia. Yeah. Spiders, arachnophobia. Don't like the movie or the insect.
That movie got my mom afraid of spiders. She wasn't afraid of spiders until she saw that movie.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Eight-legged freaks.
That's
a funny movie, though.
There's one. I love the ocean. I love being on boats in the ocean. But seeing shit underwater, I don't love.
Like from an aerial view and then like...
Stuff that shouldn't be underwater when it's underwater. I don't like that so much.
That's a big fear of mine, is being lost at sea without a boat.
Yeah?
Like
just
in the water.
Because you don't know what the fuck is under
you're dead. You're done. But, like, what do you do? Same thing with, like, being lost in space.
Yeah. I'd rather be lost in space
both, like,
than
horrifying.
Lost in the ocean.
I don't think I would.
Really?
You have a chance to get saved in the ocean.
That's valid, but if you accept your fate, then space is a lot more peaceful.
I thought about you said that before. And I was honestly thinking about that the other day, and you're still insane for that, because that's terrifying.
In space,
I don't think you understand the
one way you can die.
I know.
In space, there's only one way you can die. You're literally just going to run out of oxygen.
You're going to pass out, and you're going to die. And
the ocean, you're going to get eaten.
Right.
You're going to drown.
Mermaids. You don't know.
Be epic. But you have a chance.
That's true. I could live with that, but then your body's just going to be floating there. In space, your body will like turn into like a mummy. Maybe a space mummy. Brendan Fraser will come and get you.
Nobody will ever find you.
There's a good chance of that. In both, actually. You're going to drown. Yeah. Your body's going to sink. Or you're going to get eaten.
Well, anyway.
This has nothing to do with the topic that we're...
No, we put out a poll, and we heard your responses, and it came back with alternate history movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we might have a little bit of an argument as to what constitutes an alternate history movie. What do you think of?
Well, let me first say I like the poll, because it takes a lot of stress off of us having to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
We'll let the audience tell us. We're pawns.
I was surprised alternate history won, to be honest with you.
I think it has potential. When I think of alternate history, it's a TV show. Am I allowed to do that? TV show?
I'll allow it.
For it.
There's no rules here.
Well, there are the High Castle.
Yeah.
That's like the quintessential, like, alternate history type situation.
That's if the
Axis had won World War II.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Nazi Germany and Japan were in charge of shit. It's pretty cool.
I heard like fear in your voice when you said that. I was like, spooky.
Well,
like took a deep breath.
Well, gotta watch out. No, I like that. I mean, I'm obviously a big World War II guy, so it's cool to see it in that perspective, which is not a good perspective.
Right.
But it's an interesting take. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know if it's been done before, but it's a pretty good idea.
I don't think to that extent, but yeah.
Yeah, like you have like video games. Like when I think of that, I think of Wolfenstein or Stein. I don't know how you say it.
I don't know
It's
either.
like the Mandela effect.
That game's cool, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is pretty cool. Anything to do
PC version is better than the.
politically correct.
No, the computer version is better than the.
Oh,
Because the Nintendo version is politically correct. Like they removed all the Hitler stuff from
the swastikas and stuff.
Yeah, like if you play it on the PC version, there's swastikas and portraits of Hitler everywhere, and then you actually battle Hitler.
Oh damn.
But on Super Nintendo, they just make it generic guys, and the blood is green, and
No.
yeah.
No. I like the real deal. I want to kill Hitler. Which reminds me of another.
You're going to
movie.
steal mine, but
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
Go ahead,
That's
bring
what
it
I
up, bring
think.
it
That's
up.
kind of what I think of as Inglourious Bastards, because it's the plot to kill Hitler, and
At first, the first time I watched it, I didn't realize that was like it was stupid me for assuming that that's what actually happened. Not what actually happened, but I didn't realize the alternate history in the first watch. Obviously, that's not how Hitler died, but then I didn't realize that all the people or the two guys that were in the theater died. That made me a little disappointed. I think we talked about that when that was on the
Shaman,
countdown.
what do you think of? We'll just
See, I'm
glossing
going
over
to go a little different than you guys. Where I think of alternative history, I think of Forrest Gump.
That's a good one. Now, I know someone in this circle doesn't think Forrest Gump is in that topic.
Not necessarily, but I'll let you. Give
Okay,
your
because the
explanation.
stuff he did affect history. You know, he got awards in the Vietnam War. Obviously, no one.
He played China in ping pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Started bubblegum
Yeah.
bubblegum
Gump
shrimp.
Yeah, and it's like that stuff didn't
I think
happen.
it's like it's where Forrest Gump is. It shows what did happen in history, but it gives you all different reasons as to why it happened. You know, like how Kennedy. No, I guess he doesn't really control like how Kennedy got shot or anything. I don't know.
No,
I guess I could see your argument too, because he's just kind of there. He's not affecting the history.
when I think of
but he is, because the way Bubblegum Shrimp was started was
but that's not a historical event.
But like when he was at the school where desegregation was happening and the girl dropped her book, he just handed it to her.
That
He
didn't change anything.
Exactly. I see that. So I guess
but
I
did
could
it
say,
happen? No.
Well,
I'm thinking
yeah.
like major historical events.
like killing Hitler.
When he played
Yeah.
in ping pong.
A lot of them are based around World War II.
I think
Yeah.
it's easy to do because I think if it was
That was the last time something really could happen that changed the timeline. So
until today.
So like if you're counting Forrest Gump, you got no, that's a bad example. I was gonna say Back to the Future, but Back to the Future is fictional places.
Back to the Future is more butterfly effect for the story than for history.
Yeah.
have you guys ever
Right.
seen the movie The Time Machine?
The time I have a long time ago.
Yeah, that's major like alternative history, because he goes back and changes everything. So that's got to be in the category, because obviously he's changing the timeline for everybody and altering it massively, and then he goes back and tries to fix it and stuff like that. So
What about like Bill and Ted? Have you seen Bill and the original, the first one?
yeah, because they take people from
he
history.
brings like Napoleon and Joan of Arc
But it
back,
doesn't affect history.
but it affects their personalities when they go back. You have to assume,
You're thinking
right?
way too
I
deep
know.
into that.
Like,
But the movies don't reflect that.
yeah,
Now, are we saying alternative history as in like there's a completely different timeline? Like
Not completely different. So, like for example, I think like Red Dawn, the original
Dawn.
Red
Okay.
Dawn.
yeah.
The Russians invade,
Oh,
which is
have you ever seen Watchmen?
Watchmen, the superhero movie.
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's like a parallel timeline. It follows our timeline, but it's obviously not, because obviously there's superheroes and stuff. And would you consider that alternative history?
no, because I mean
think it
it's hard
has-
without seeing it to say no. But
It's hard for me to with superheroes because
it's already not.
it's already
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, but then I don't know, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Because
that didn't
has
happen,
an
and it
alternate
changed
ending as to what actually did happen at the house. So you have that, which I did. A lot of these movies, you probably maybe
There's a lot of people who don't know that that's not what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to know the story. Like I just watched, perfect example actually. Well, maybe not perfect, but I just watched the new Kingsman. Okay, and that
King's Man.
The King's Man, and it's about basically the start of World War One. So you have to know how World War One started with the Archduke and the assassinations, and then also what's his name, Rasputin?
Yeah,
is in it. Okay, and you have to know the story with him and the Tsars. So if you are just a casual watcher, you're watching it. These characters are cool, but if you knew the story, you're like, oh shit, that's how that happened. You know. Same thing with Anastasia, which just got taken off of Disney Plus.
Really?
Yeah, because
that's one of my top Disney movies.
A lot of people are against.
Against what?
Russia. My name is Shaman, and but yeah, we just watched that last week. It's a good movie. The animation is not good. But
I haven't seen it, but that movie where the Beatles don't exist.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I want to watch
that counts.
Yeah.
That's like a historic.
Yeah.
Because they paved the road for a lot of different musicians and singers. What they did? They were a big influence.
That's an apt analysis thing.
I get no. I just. What about The Interview?
Yeah. See, I was gonna ask about that. Yeah. Sure.
Go with it.
I'll allow it. It's a good movie. I like that they
double down on everything.
Yeah, I like that.
They got threatened. They just released it anyways.
Yeah, that's tight.
Is that better than Pineapple Express and This Is the End? If you had to rank those three, what are you doing?
I would say This Is the End is number one for me.
Really?
And then Pineapple, and then that one.
That's tough.
I'd say Pineapple, This Is the End, and then The Interview.
I would say The Interview, Pineapple.
Wow.
This Is the End. Even though I really like This Is the End, but
I mean, they're all three good movies. I'm not hating on it.
Maybe The Interview too. I don't know. It's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough question.
What about, have you seen District 9?
Yeah.
Isn't that the movie you love?
No.
That's Battlefield Los Angeles.
Stupid.
Battle Los Angeles.
He don't even know what he likes.
Battle Los Angeles. No, have you seen District 9?
Yeah, it's about the aliens. Mm-hmm. And they come to Earth and they put them in a...
I don't know necessarily how alternate history it is.
I mean...
You know, like...
So if you're counting that, you got to count like Independence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're just getting into like all sci-fi
like
and like
fictional stories.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie The Great Wall?
The Great Wall?
No.
Okay. It's based off of why the Great Wall was built. In the movie, they're fighting like...
It's to keep out the Hun invaders.
Right? But in the movie, the Hun invaders aren't the Huns. It's like these demonic beasts, and the wall is to prevent them from coming into China. It's a little weird, but it's a decent movie. But obviously, that's not why it was built, and none of that happened. So
yeah,
I would say that an alternative history.
I mean, in that same thing, I think you could count like 300 maybe.
I would say so. I think 300, the way it happened, definitely happened, but I think it just had...
Well, yeah, the second 300
important
movie
differences.
Definitely didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because obviously they didn't beat the Persian Empire and they just kind of ran through. But yeah.
Jeez, Shaman.
I mean, they didn't.
Are you calling the Persians pussies?
No, the Persians won.
You ever seen Demolition Man?
Yes.
I think that counts, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Demolition Man.
Because all right, so Wesley Snipes. Man, this is like the second episode of one of my favorite bad guys, and you still haven't watched it.
I know.
Past episode 50 right now. The level of disrespect.
52, I think.
Jeez. Wesley Snipes Sylvester Stallone get frozen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For war
Yeah.
crimes.
Yeah. And he's the only one that could stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're in our future of
They're in the
like
future.
pussies and shit.
You can't cuss, so you get tickets.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
no toilet paper.
What do you do?
There's
three shells.
There's 3 seashells.
They never
and
explain
they never
that,
explain
dude.
it. So he just cusses into the thing and gets paper and wipes his ass with it.
Oh.
Dude, it's
Sylvester
hilarious.
Stallone. Yeah. Just goes up to the machine. and
The only
forward,
restaurant
forward.
left is Taco Bell.
yeah, every restaurant.
And it's like a
is Taco
5-star
Bell.
restaurant.
What fast food restaurant would you wish was the last one left? I mean, it's a shitty question to be asked, but
What's
if you had to
fast
pick
food
one
restaurant?
to be the last one, what one is it?
So is fast food anything with a drive-through?
Yeah, but I don't want to count Chipotle
That's fair.
or Five Guys.
Damn, I was
It
gonna
doesn't
say.
count.
Five Guys absolutely does not count. Wendy's is up
Like,
there
it has to have a value meal
Yeah.
or a value menu.
because
you know?
Wendy's is
Wendy's is pretty
well-rounded.
Yeah.
Wendy's, people are gonna hate on me. Maybe Arby's. They have a very wide
Bro, I
selection.
like Arby's.
Yeah, but you're limited though.
They have a wide
They do.
You can get a burger at Arby's.
Not
yeah,
a burger.
not a burger.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Roast beef, chicken,
that-
or like
Yeah, but
What
you're
about
giving up
Mr.
all,
Hero?
you're giving up all burgers.
Mr. Hero is pretty good.
Nah.
Is that
Nah.
fast food though?
Nah.
Because they slow as fuck. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They good, but
Dairy
they,
Queen's up there for me too.
Dairy Queen.
It's pretty well rounded.
I don't like their
and you get the
burgers.
ice
Yeah,
cream.
I
Their burgers
knew you were
taste
gonna
like they're
say that.
microwaved.
Maybe I like a microwave
Fuck Dairy
burger.
Queen.
thing is, you get burgers from like gas stations.
No, no, I
He's
do
the
not.
first to criticize some shit
I
like that. And
absolutely
then
do not.
I've
I get
seen you
hot
get a
dogs.
sub from.
Oh yeah, a good old cold cut combo. Hell yeah. I actually got food poisoning from a 7-Eleven a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah,
What was it? A taquito?
I had mini tacos.
Oh my god!
Exactly my
My
reaction.
dude's
Like,
getting mini
a
tacos.
sub.
what do you
and
expect?
Some boneless wings. I was hungry.
Boneless wings
Yeah,
and
bro.
taquito.
In hindsight,
mini tacos.
it wasn't the best decision I've ever made. But I was fucking hungry.
Which
and
one
it
did you
looked
eat
good.
first?
The mini tacos, and then I went boneless wings, and then I ate the sub in the car on the way home because it was less messy.
The sub was probably the safest bet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What kind of sub?
It was like an American sub, so it had like bologna on it.
Turkey or something?
Yeah, good old salmonella.
Damn,
just
you could
fucking-
have got it from any of those.
I know.
Or all of them.
I think it was like the perfect storm. My stomach did not appreciate
But you're
it.
stronger for it now.
I am a much better man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll eat there again. Fuck it.
He was gonna say that. Like,
I'll take that risk.
You should write a letter to management.
What about Abe Lincoln Vampire Killer?
I was just
Hunter,
about to bring
whatever?
that up.
I've never seen that.
It's a funny take on Abraham Lincoln.
Vampires are definitely monsters, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not starting this shit.
I'd agree.
Wild Wild West is on the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild West.
Because they didn't make a 100-foot spider
Yeah, I don't
kidnap
know.
the president.
I don't know. Big Pharma.
Will Smith said he regretted that movie.
He did.
Why does he regret it?
Because he did that over The Matrix.
Oh,
Yeah. And he could have got paid.
Isn't Apollo 18?
yes. Great movie. Love.
'Cause I know you
That's-
brought that up.
I love found footage movies.
See, I
I
don't.
love that movie.
I don't. I hate the the whole
I love the shakiness.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
It makes me
We'll count the
sick.
Blair Witch Project. I would.
It
Fuck,
makes me
it didn't
sick
happen.
to watch those.
Cloverfield.
That's
Could
one of
you count
Alex's
that?
favorite movies. Yeah, I would count that. But then you get into sci-fi.
That's true.
range.
Like you could say Godzilla's the same fucking Godzilla though, because didn't the new one happen after Fukushima? Is
Yeah.
that what happened, or am I being insensitive?
I don't know.
No,
I
they're
don't know.
yeah.
I think so. No, I don't think so. I think there was a problem at like a nuclear plant that was unrelated to what actually happened, right?
No, in the movie Godzilla, one of those monsters went to the power plant, sucked it dry, and they blamed it on the power plant exploding, and that's how they kept everybody out. But there was no nuclear
But was it
disaster.
at Fukushima?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know either.
I don't know the exact site. So.
Mm.
I think they based it off of it,
That's kind
but
of
I don't think they outright said that
a whole
that's
bunch
where
of
it
people
was.
died.
There's no way to find out. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
Because no, it just says like fiction.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's just fictional.
So, have you ever seen the movie Frequency?
Yes.
Frequency.
With
It's not like a huge, but does that event happen in real? Is that a real historical fire?
I think it was. Hold on.
I don't know, but he finds like an old radio. His dad died in a fire, and he finds like an old radio, and he's able to communicate with his dad.
I think it had. I mean, I'm sure fires happen all the time. He saves the
day. But
it has to be like.
I agree, like an historical event,
like the Great Chicago Fire.
Yeah, it was something like that, but I don't think it was. But didn't you watch something where the dude went back in time to like save Kennedy or something?
I was just about to say that. 11/22.
Sorry.
No, I'm impressed that you read my mind. 11/22/63. I'd count that because, you know. But then again, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it's made up, but you can't for sure say if it actually happened or not. Like what I talked about last week, King Arthur. A lot of people believe King Arthur was, well, maybe not King Arthur, but Camelot's a real place and stuff.
I personally believe it was.
Some people think King Arthur was real, or some people think he was like a combination of multiple people.
Yeah.
But is that alternate history?
I would put it in that.
I mean, but then you're fighting like the bad guy, and it turns into
anything
this, like,
I would say based on like a myth or a legend,
like Troy.
It was a real place, but we make it out to be something completely different.
There's some people that think the war never happened.
Well, that's because
or at least Achilles never happened.
Because we don't know, because it's all based on a myth.
Right.
But we make it into something that could be completely different. And
so could you say that about like Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Or is that just getting too fictional?
I think it's too fictional. For me, personally.
But like the king is a real king in Robin Hood.
Yeah, and the whole event around him is. Because,
like the Crusades and stuff.
I mean, who could say that didn't happen? Like, because no one was really paying attention to some small town and...
Yeah. Nottingham.
So in conclusion, Red Dawn is the best.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's the most relevant.
Well, Captain America, the original.
Okay.
That's completely alternate history.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, that didn't happen. But
anyways, there's the fine line where we're talking about just fictional movies or movies that have historical relevance. Braveheart is inaccurate, so I would say, is that a alternate history?
Yeah, because it is based off of a real person, and because it's inaccurate, obviously they took liberties to,
They took a lot of liberties.
Yeah, they did.
Well, so then, like
different people doing different things.
Yeah.
The Patriot.
The Patriot. That's, because obviously we won the war, but not because of fucking Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Actually, I take what I said earlier back. He's not from Brooklyn. He's from Queens. My bad.
Damn.
I was so impressed that you knew he was from Brooklyn.
Damn. So many people already started their letters into us.
Yeah. I had to correct myself.
Cancel shame.
Respect. Don't cancel shame and shame.
Did you see how he just looked at me?
Well, he's from Queens. I believe he moves to Brooklyn when he gets...
Is Spider-Man an adult?
Yeah, he's Spider-Man.
Well,
he started as a teenager, and then he got his powers when he was like in high school and shit.
Yeah, he was a man.
But throughout most of the comic book, he is an adult.
Spider-Boy.
From the moment he got... That's like his Spider-Man bar mitzvah.
So you're saying Spider-Man's Jewish?
No, I'm saying it's like it. It's the equivalent, is what I'm saying. So it's like when he
gets... His quinceañera?
Thank you. Whatever you may call it. When you get the Spidey senses and the Spidey suit, then you're a man.
Okay.
You become a man.
Okay. I get it.
In the eyes of the people.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
That's just...
No, I don't got it anymore. That's it.
I have one more. Dracula. It's based off a real person.
The one with Keanu Reeves?
No.
All right.
Dracula Untold.
I don't know what that was. We were experiencing high winds.
It's definitely paranormal. Definitely paranormal.
I appreciate him coming in the daytime.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd rather have it in the day.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Paranormal's less scary in the day.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
Alex is freaked out either way.
I would much rather see a ghost at 2 p.m. rather than 2 a.m. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I feel like 2 p.m. ghosts are friendly.
Have you seen the fucking Conjuring?
They're out and about during
Oh, yeah,
the day.
What's the one? It's like the Conjuring or one of them where it has the kid running around in the house with the music playing during the middle of the fucking day when she's home alone. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it The Conjuring?
I don't know.
No, it's where the kid goes and he gets trapped in the other...
Oh, yeah, it's the one with the old lady in the picture.
Yep.
God, I try to block those out of my memory. It's the it's not Sinister.
It's Conjuring.
Conjuring? Is it? No. Conjuring's when they're in that house.
Yeah.
The old house with the... Or maybe it's the same thing, but I don't think so. Sorry. I don't remember. Do you know what we're talking about? What's the one that's like The Conjuring? That came in? Or maybe it is The Conjuring.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
And it has the old lady in the Polaroids, and then she's in the Polaroid or something like that. I don't know.
I feel like...
Insidious.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it has the baby monitor.
Yep.
I don't fuck with baby monitors either.
You watched that movie then?
Fuck yeah, I watched
You
it.
watch those movies,
Didn't we watch
but you won't watch the scary movies?
No, did we watch it in the movie theaters in high school?
Yeah.
Right? That's the only reason why this motherfucker went. Because I think...
I'll watch shit. I have a better chance of watching shit in a movie theater as opposed to...
Because he's in a group setting, and if he screams, everybody else is going to scream too. So
I definitely don't scream. I'm like,
he jumps.
I do jump.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody's subject to a little jump.
Yeah.
He jumps a little bit more.
Do you like clutch on the people next to you?
One time I punched myself.
Yeah. See, I wasn't going to mention that. I
was hitting, so I got it.
He was hot, like covering his face.
Damn.
And he jumped.
Yeah.
You just covering your face, bro?
Yeah.
In public?
I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is.
Alex doesn't like being scared.
I don't like being scared.
I've learned that.
I'm too masculine to be getting scared.
You, little kids would probably be roasting you, huh?
Yeah. What? At
the movies, I think some little kids saw you acting all scared.
I mean, I'm not
little
acting
kids
scared. I play it off.
Yeah, he plays it off.
I close my eyes.
You punched yourself in the face because you were covering your eyes.
I had my arms crossed and I jumped and it got me right in the chin. Golly.
Soft.
It's not like I just Mike Tyson'd my ass. I don't appreciate the jump scare.
No, he'll be calm and stuff, and then he'll be like,
well, I hope
I don't want to do this.
I hope we hit the movies that people wanted us to hit because they voted for the topic.
True.
So I did feel a little pressure, but
I feel no pressure.
We'll probably
stress is not one of my attributes.
We'll probably put out another poll and see what we catch. See what I did there?
I like that.
Get
Good
it?
thing you're a fisherman.
Yeah.
Anywho, on to the next.
I'm just gonna do a what did you watch?
Yeah, sure. Seamus says he has two.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
Okay, so I started watching Doctor Who again. Finished up where I left off because I took a little break from
A
it.
little hiatus.
It's definitely top 3 favorite shows for me. I always get into it. It's a great show. I'd highly recommend it. If you've never seen an episode, it's on HBO Max. Every episode.
Every episode?
Well, not the ones from like 1960s. So
Yeah,
those ones you have to buy the DVD for, which I have.
Flexing.
Damn.
I've seen every episode.
Was it in a tin?
No, it was just
It's on a reel.
DVD collection. But yeah, good show.
What are your top 5 television shows? Yeah. I'll tell you mine.
In no particular order, I can definitely tell you the top 3.
Okay.
Supernatural. Doctor Who.
This doesn't sound like definitely.
No, it's between 2. I'm trying to think.
Then why didn't you just say top 4?
No, I go with top 3.
Okay.
Smallville.
Smallville.
I like Smallville.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not prepared to answer this question, but
Okay.
what we need to do a TV episode. More
We haven't
TVs.
done one in a long time.
Yeah, I think
That might be on the poll.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you won't watch stuff. So I tell you,
I do
what,
watch
man.
shit.
For
What
real?
I've watched Seinfeld.
Not really.
Do you know how much of a commitment it is to binge the whole season or series?
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's alright. I got other
A
things
couple
to watch.
episodes here, a couple episodes there.
There's like
no,
4,000.
it's a season a day.
A season a
What?
day?
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, you work from home.
Just have it on the background.
So why haven't you watched Community yet, Shaman?
It's not my
That's my point.
forte.
You need to give it a chance, man.
Give it a chance. What's
I've
your
seen it.
second one? What's your second one?
You're gonna roast the shit out of me. I already know.
Okay.
It's called The Lucky One.
Was it made by Nicholas Sparks?
No, it's I don't know. It has what's the guy from High School Musical? Zac Efron. Yeah. I only saw about half of it.
Oh,
No,
come
you
on. It's
didn't.
all right,
No, you
man.
didn't.
I'm not going to roast
I put it on for a particular reason.
Oh,
Right.
that's why he wasn't available Friday night.
Oh, did you have a special guest?
See,
Yeah.
he's so mysterious.
Ambiguous.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's full circle.
You wanted to use that word,
You
didn't
just
you?
Yeah, I
lose
did.
contact with Shaman for like days, and you're just like,
He'll
what
be like,
happened?
sorry, I just was tapping that ass for 2 weeks.
Okay,
But
so
he doesn't say that. That's
No,
what's
he doesn't.
crazy.
the movie, this guy was in Afghanistan. He's in the Marines.
Zac Efron.
Yeah. And
Was there any combat?
yeah,
That's cool.
His
Shirtless
unit gets
combat?
bombed. No.
What?
His unit gets bombed. He's the only one who like walks away
Oh, damn.
unclean. And while he's stunned, though, he reaches down out of his mind because obviously he's shell shocked or whatever you want to call it. Picks up this picture of this chick. Has no idea who it is, whatever, but it belongs to somebody. So he picks it up, and
This seems dark.
right, somebody else, his friend in another unit, is like, "Oh, that's your guardian angel," and he's like, "Nah, he's just playing it off." So he goes around trying to find out whose picture, who this picture belongs to. He could not find who it was. Like a couple weeks down the line, he still has the picture, and then his convoy gets hit. He's the only one who walks away,
Jesus.
and it continues to happen. So he's like, maybe this is my guardian angel.
Maybe they should stop deploying him.
Yeah. Well, he goes back home. He's already done his 3 tours. So he goes back home with, I think, his sister, and he's living there, and obviously he's not well adjusted. So he leaves. So he's going to try to find this person in this picture. Finds her. I don't know how. And he meets her and stuff happens, and that's kind of like where
Where,
I couldn't.
where you stop focusing on the movie.
Yeah.
Golly.
Thought that's where.
Talk about that.
Thought
But from what I saw, it was a decent movie. I would never have watched it by myself, but
sounds like you just need to rearrange your furniture, and you could have finished the movie. That's what I heard.
That's valid.
yeah.
All right. Well, I watched something along those lines, and I am not ashamed of it. I watched the season 2 of Love Is Blind on Netflix with my wife, and it is a great show.
Is it about a blind guy?
No. So what it is it's one of those like dating competitions like Love Island, and
Yeah, but they don't get to see who it is.
they don't get to see. They date in these pods. I missed the dates. I started watching.
So it's like that show with Carmen Electra back in the day. It's like Singled Out.
Maybe I don't know.
Where they were on the 2 different sides. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But yeah, and they're dating, and then they built the connections with each other, and then the guys propose to these girls without ever seeing them. The premise is you fall in love without looking at superficial looks and stuff.
Do they ever throw in some like ugly people in there?
I think I saw a skit where
They're all pretty good.
Yeah.
See, that's
Where
what.
they don't have to worry
I think I
about.
saw like a cutout of one of those episodes. I think it was. It could be from a different show, but turns out this chick said yes, but just when he found out what he looked like, she did not like him.
Well,
Turns out love is in fact not blind. Because so yeah, they propose, and then they have a reveal where they both come at separate ends of a hallway.
They have to propose.
They don't have to. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think
Everybody did though.
No, I don't think everyone did. I think there was a couple people that did not, and there was people that wanted to propose to multiple people too.
Jeez.
Yeah. So then they meet, and then they spend like their honeymoon thing in a week in Mexico, and then they have to move. They go to Chicago for 2 weeks, and then they get married.
That's
So in that time where they go to Chicago, they have to like meet each other's families and shit, and a lot of the families are like, I don't like this at all.
Well, they have to know their kid's a fucking idiot. If they're going on a show.
Would you ever do that?
If you weren't married,
no, exactly.
No.
Like any reasonable person would not.
Well, I mean, if you build that connection with someone,
Dude,
Yeah, but you can't.
you're an idiot.
You can't get to know
4
somebody
weeks.
in 4.
You're an
even
idiot.
4 weeks. Like
She would have to be.
I think.
you can't really get to know somebody in 4 weeks. You can't get to know somebody that you've never lived with, and like you don't know if that person's a slob that you cannot handle that. Like
that actually was a discussion.
I don't even think a slob is the thing. There's stuff you find out about
There was
people.
one guy in it who's like, he basically was just on the show to become famous, but like he was talking to the girls through the pod things, and he was like, so could I lift you up? Like asking without asking, and he was doing shit like that. And yeah, it was
that's a little fucked up though.
but they got their wedding paid for and everything, so you know.
Anybody last or
Well, I don't want to spoil it. It's a pretty new show.
Okay.
I will say there's some shockers at the end, because they don't make the final decision. You guys are dating. You don't know if the person's going to say I do until you're at the altar. So
if they don't
they're
show
not
up,
allowed to say they're not. One couple did break up before, but you're not. I don't think you're allowed to say you don't want to marry that person until you're at the fucking altar where all your family and friends are sitting in the audience.
That's why.
I mean, he deserves it if that happened because you're a fucking idiot.
Well,
They're all idiots.
Yeah.
It's love, man. Can't knock someone chasing love. I also started watching this morning a show on HBO. It's only 3 episodes deep, I think. It's a brand new show. Really like it a lot. It's called Our Flag Means Death. It's on HBO Max. It's an HBO show. Short episodes, like 35 minutes long. It's basically if you take a pirate crew and mix it with The Office. That's what it is. It doesn't have like the interview, like the side interviews or whatever they're called.
I actually saw a preview for that on YouTube.
From what I've seen today, it's fantastic. It's
From what streaming service do you watch this program?
HBO.
Yeah, you already said that.
I'm sorry.
But it's good because it's basically a rich captain who was just this weirdo guy, and he had a family, and he was like, I'm done with this. So then he becomes a pirate captain, and then he has this crew that are actual pirates, and he's not like he pays them a salary. They don't pillage and stuff. They just it's the worst pirate crew you can imagine, but comedically.
Oh, I did see a commercial
It's
for that.
really
Yeah.
good.
It's from the producers of The Office, right?
I don't know.
I think some people are from The Office.
It's the guy who's been in all those car commercials lately, right?
I don't know.
Real quick, don't think about it. Who's your favorite pirate?
Blackbeard.
I was gonna say Blackbeard.
Okay.
Who's yours?
Captain Hook.
Oh,
I didn't know we were doing fate.
I could do real pirate.
This is a movie and TV show.
Well, you said pirate, so
Captain Hook.
Edward Tatch, I think is his name, or Teach.
Jeez.
Queen
Barbosa.
Anne Revenge.
Okay, now
I
I
do
need
like
some answers.
Bar-
I wasn't gonna go ask for explanations. I was just gonna leave it at that. But
Okay.
Barbosa, yeah.
it's a gut
Barbosa's
thing,
cool.
dude. Don't think about it.
Oh yeah, I like the Spanish guy from the one Pirates of the Caribbean.
Number 4.
Yeah,
Where he's
the
like
Fountain
dead
of
and
Youth.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's pretty
I appreciate you guys, your guys' diversity, but I'm gonna bring it back to some manliness. I watched Rocky 4. Kind of the most.
He had to
manly
man it
shit.
up a little bit.
Is
Kinda
that a
the
new
mo-
one? Newer one?
No.
No?
It's where he fights the Russian though.
Oh shit!
So
Very prevalent.
he goes to Russia because Apollo gets taken out. If he dies, he dies. Type shit.
What a dick.
And Rocky's like, nah, not today. Going to Russia to fight you on Christmas. And then you know, not much more.
He
needs
wins,
said.
right?
Yeah.
But
Could that be an alternative history movie?
sure, I'll allow it.
I was just thinking that, like,
I don't know, but it
that
was.
and like any pirate movie could kind of be alternative history.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Master and Commander at Worlds. Something.
big ups to Adrian for having Rocky's back, as always.
As always.
She comes out to Russia, surprise him while he's training. I really appreciated that.
Respect. It's always good to have someone in your corner.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys got anything else? Let us know if you missed seeing our faces, but I doubt you did if you made it this far.
I don't know works. No one knows what
We're going to put out another poll. We appreciate everybody who voted, and please vote again. It makes it easier.
Where can they find the poll at?
Good question.
Yeah.
You can usually find it on our Instagram and Facebook stories.
Okay.
Gonna try and find a way to post something else
Mm-hmm.
to maybe have a vote, but for now, Instagram and Facebook stories at the Extra Medium Show.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Any parting words? Anybody?
I hope baseball starts again soon.
Baseball's dying.
Yeah. Yeah. But we can be hopeful.
All right, we're out.
See ya. Be safe.